Greetings, mortal. It is I, Galactus, devourer of worlds, and I hunger. Could you grab me a small sandwich? Maybe a Mercury or a Pluto one? With mayo. That'd be great.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Kevin's Commentary on Comics. Today, I am going to once again dive into my comic book collectibles. We're going to take a look at some of my Bowen Mini-Busts that I have collected over the years. I have about 30 of these things. Today, I thought I would start with the larger of the busts and statues that I have. I don't have any of the large 14-inch or however big they are statues that were created. Those were out of my price range when I was out shopping on eBay during the time that I was collecting all these things. Maybe someday if I get more money, I'll get some of those. But for now, I'm happy with what I've got. And I'm going to show you today my two mini statues that I have, one of Dr. Doom and one of Thor, and also the bigger of my mini busts, which is Galactus. So let's take a look at the Galactus one. As you can see, this is a fairly big bust. To me, this is more remnant of the John Byrne version of Galactus, not necessarily the Jack Kirby one. He definitely looks a bit menacing as he's probably getting ready to chow down on some planet. This one in particular is number 217 of 5,000. Now, I don't know if the lower the number, the more valuable these are. I suppose if you had the very first one, that would be a little bit more valuable than maybe the one I have, for example. Or maybe if you had the last one, the 5,000th one, that might be something a little bit more of a collectible thing. I don't really know. I haven't looked specifically to see if there are any type of price variances based on what number the particular bust is. But I've got 217, so I have one of the earlier ones, I guess. I went out on eBay, as I often do, to check what the current value is for these busts that I've got. For the Galactus bust, I saw some as cheap as 44 bucks and as high as 110. I'm pretty sure I probably paid no more than $40 for this. So I guess if I wanted to sell it, I could get somewhere between 44 and 110 bucks. Not too bad, really. Next up, we have the mini statue of Thor. This is one of my favorites. It's really cool. It's obviously the classic Thor that we've seen in the comics for the majority of his existence. Obviously, his costume changes, as most of these heroes' costumes do. This is the classic Thor that I think pretty much everybody is used to. He's standing on this nice rocky ledge that they really went into a lot of detail on. I love the flare of the cape in the back, all the wrinkles they put in here. I don't know how people do this. This is beyond my comprehension on just how this is done. I'm not a sculptor, obviously. I can barely even draw. But what's kind of nice about this, as far as detail goes, is the thong of his hammer is not made out of whatever this is made out of, plastic, or I think it's maybe a marquette. It's an actual band of leather that they put on there. So that's kind of cool. I really do dig this one. This is the 2,800, and I'm not really sure I can make out that number. There's the 2,822 or 52, or I guess it could be 22. I don't know. Very hard to tell on that. Out of 5,500 that they made of these. Again, don't know if the numbering of this makes any difference. Went on eBay, checked the values of this. You can get this on eBay right now for anywhere from 35 bucks up to 175. It makes me wonder if that $175 one is the full-size version, because they did make two of these. The smaller version like I have, and also a full-size one. And I may have gotten the wrong one. But anyway, you go out on eBay, you do a search for mini statue Thor Bowen, and you can see what these prices are running. That's a really cool one. I like it. Finally, we're going to take a look at my Dr. Doom mini statue. Now, Dr. Doom is my favorite villain of all time. You can see this has a lot of detail, specifically in the castle the turret that he's standing on. The gargoyles are really cool, intricate. You got the vines coming up here, and then the Doom shield on here. All very, very cool. This actually comes off of the stand. I'm not gonna take it off. So when you pack it away, it's separated. Obviously, I don't have these packed away. I like to keep them out and on display. I do have the boxes though still. So if I did want to sell them someday, I do have the ability to put it back into its original box. The box is obviously not in mint condition, but who cares? I really do dig this statue a lot. They put a lot of detail in here. They got the holster that he holds a gun that I'm not sure I've ever seen him use. The faceplate is really cool. They went into a lot of detail with the rivets around his mouth and eyes. Just really cool. Classic Doctor Doom. You know, a character I'd like to see come back. Maybe he is back as far as being the badass in the Marvel Universe. This statue I found online on eBay, running anywhere from $80 to $119. And on this one, I did actually look to make sure this was the mini version of the statue. 80 to 119, that's pretty good. I don't know what I paid for it. Again, if I thought I was going to have to do something like this in the future, I would have wrote down the prices that I paid just to know what kind of value they're at right now. I was just noticing on here, and I didn't put this in the pictures that I did, but let me just take out Doom and try to show this. Inside the turret, there, I wonder if you can see that. Yeah, right there. There appears to be some sort of mechanism. That looks like maybe some sort of foot pedal. And then there is machinery up against this particular turret that the shield is on. So my guess, knowing Doctor Doom like I know Doctor Doom, that has to be some sort of evil trap. Maybe a laser beam that pops out, or missiles or something. If he sees the thing coming at him, he can just step down on that, take care of him right there. Although we know that wouldn't really take care of the thing. He'd just yell, "It's clobbering time!" and take care of Dr. Doom, or at least try to. Anyway, so that's my first set. I'm going to get into these more. I'll probably just do an episode or two going on down the line, featuring 3 to 4 of the busts, and talking a little bit about them. These are really fun. If you're a comic book collector, and you don't have any of these, you know, I suggest going out on eBay and getting them. They're neat to have. They're a lot of fun to put out there. My daughters went crazy when I finally put them out. They thought they were really cool. Of course, I don't want them touching them. Even worse is my cat. I had to make sure that the cat did not knock these over because I don't want them to get scratched. And I'm already noticing that the Doctor Doom, the front of his cowl here is chipped. Some of the paint's coming off. And if I knew how to match up paint, I could probably fix that myself. But knowing me, I just buy the first green paint and think that was it, put it on there, and it would look glaringly obvious that it was not matching at all. So anyway, that's it for today. Take care. This is Kevin. That was my commentary. I'll have more busts. Do you happen to have any of these busts? And how much did you pay for them originally versus how much you think they're worth now? Did you buy them as a collectible? Did you just buy them because they're cool? I bought them because they're cool. That's all we have for today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Goodbye, puny humans.